let's just conclude this video by looking at things like downloading your report, looking at all the inputs in one space, and some of the other features I may have forgotten about. So if you want to download your report, you just come here to this icon, you select your preferred document type, and you submit, and you let it just prep the document in the background. Once it's done, the document is going to load on the next tab, and then you can just review your report and download it if you want. If it's an Excel file, it's going to automatically download, and you can access it from your default download folder. Okay, and this is generally a summary of everything that you need to know about your model, your name, description, registration date, and the asset tied to it, the model inputs consolidated into one table, and then the tree diagram itself, which sort of as you go down squeezes into because it needs to fit. But the good thing is this report prints out in A3, which then allows you to see all the details as much as you can. I would recommend keeping your models compact so that even when the tree loads, you can still visibly see some of the elements, and then link your models. So you need to find a cute balance between all the information that you need to know about that model, as well as when do you actually break it down and create a separate model and then link, so that when you download your reports, they kind of make sense. I'm going to close this. Okay. Another key point to just note would be maybe on the formula itself, right? When you are on your formula window there, you notice that there is this thing called C001. And what necessarily is that? Just give me a second. Okay, so what necessarily is the C001? It's that formula constant that we spoke about at the beginning of our tutorial series, right? So if I come here on formula basically on the model in question, I click formula constants, I can here then define the constants so if I define my constant, right, and I make sure that it exists here, it means globally from within the model I can now use that as part of my formulas, which means if ever I need to then change or update this particular constant, it will automatically update into those formulas and apply automatically to all the figures that we are dealing with. That is the plus side of having these constants defined on a global level. Okay, just one final key thing to note would be your status chart. Basically gives you an overall summary of how many of your models that are actually registered under this asset are in good or bad condition, right? And then your year-to-year analysis comparison, like we did say, if you have defined a model for year-to-year comparison, then it will show up here, and you'll be able to then compare those models as you go. Thank you very much for having me in this series. I hope this has been insightful and helpful, and I hope that you've taken notes of all the things that I may have missed, and we look forward to hearing from you on the support team side in terms of whatever assistance you would like to get, and getting feedback from you so that we continue to make this tool work better and better for you. That being said, again, thank you for having me. My name is Thandiwenkosi Simkwanenzi. I will catch you on the next tutorial series.